drawn, blood red, borderlands, young, very jolly, young, you say it again. Everybody crown till the crown get cracked. They can don't clap till the blade go smack. Over 50 houses, one throne, one seat, lock it, load it, line it up, peak to peak, 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 peak. Gaiscioch on the move, ever sharp with the steel. As I spark the flame, watch the battlefield peel. Brazil, bring the pressure, death guard up the rate. Duranda, swing heavy, tell me how much weight. Midway kings stand tall, but the more to get thin. No evil in the corner, let the nightmare spin. Homegrown forbidden city, want a piece of the pot. But Imperial Guard say nah, give me all you got. Oh, 3 regions, three crowns, one command. Plan war in the soil, watch the empire expand. From Unbury Jai Hills to Liangyong Gates. Emperor stepping in, yeah, we choosing your fate. Choose it, prove it, crown heavy, don't lose it. Retro rise, Phoenix style, ash on the track. Burn, so they hit the side like how you handle that. Supply, watch choke roads, yeah, lanes get tight. Undying wolves howl, full moon, full fight. Vanguard, press front, vigilantes creep. Warborn, warforged, make the whole ground shake. Warriors in trenches, throw us out in the sight. Splish it on tempo, banners lift mid-flight. Hear that? March, 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 boots don't miss. Ice Spartan stepping, lawless taking risks. Regulators, rev vengeance. Sparks hit stone, dicing one-way road, no U-turns home. Very just screaming, Liangyong blaze loud. Fire, Borderlands screaming, Liangyong blaze loud. Borderlands, remember carved names in the ground. Auras, lawless, and got wide in sight. Peak so high, only one survived the height. Gate crack, bell ring, end game swing. 50 plus challenges, but one still king. Elysium peaks at the stage. Staging hold breath, who brave, who fade. Rise up, fall back, history ink tonight.
This is your war report. Let history be told.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. I'm your host, Foghladha of the Gaiscioch tribe, and this is battle number 8, January 24th, 2026. If you're brand new to the game, type in that code and hit escape. Click gift code ZYX522. If you're returning to the game, ZYL522. That'll get you some pretty good stuff. First up, we're going to take a look at the key terms. Prestige is the value of the land that you own. The claim is the total amount of prestige that you earned across the course of the season. Renown is a change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. And triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Looking over our upcoming events, we have 2 wars left in Phase 3. January 31st will be battle number 10. That is where we will have the first house rank 8s, and it is also positioning round. So if you are in the Borderlands or Ungaveria, expect some company, as if you don't have company already. In any case, taking a look at tonight's war summary, we saw a lot more action tonight. 44 warring factions, 15 alliances, 135 fiefs, 55 fief changes tonight, 45,650 total prestige. Over in Ungaveria, there was 15,950 prestige with 37 fiefs available. We have half a brain cell with 34%. Ties of War came out of nowhere and grabbed up 19%. Hibernian was 17%, Cohorts with 8%, and Brotherhood with 8%. Looking at the Borderlands, we have 18,000 total prestige with 55 fiefs available. 75% of the entire Borderland is owned by Ragnarok. It's pretty impressive. New World Order with 13%, Defiance with 4%, Revenant with 2%, and Blue World Order returns to the field for 1%. Looking at Liangyong, there is 11,700 total prestige with 43 fiefs available. The High Council has 37%, Chaos Undivided with 23%, No Evil with 17%, Ragnarok with 10%, and Revenant with 5%. Next up, we are going to jump into our little community interviews. First up, we have a little gentleman that we know as Moxie Moon. Let me go ahead and join the channel really quick. Good evening, Moxie. Welcome.
Thanks, Fog.
So, really quick, go ahead and give us a little rundown of who you are, what you do, and how long you've been playing.
Uh, I mean, right now I am the one juggling the hot potato of having to lead our house. But I've been playing since alpha, like since preseasons and everything. Bounced around a little there, joined the Unbroken community. At the time they were called Black Shirts, but I eventually the name got changed. But I was with them until a little while after server split, and then I just kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from the game and came back in West servers, played with the cohorts a bit just for some fun. Thought I was retired from the game and was pretty much had my fill of it, but then ended up joining back up with some of the Unbroken players when the servers merged again. After that, it's just been we had a lot of good fights over the seasons, but then a few of us decided we wanted to throw together a house, see what we could do to maybe teach some new players, because I mean, you've seen a lot of old faces disappear over time, and there's a lot of new players coming into the game and no one to really teach them. uh Conqueror's Blade doesn't have the best tutorial system, so it's just nice to do those little things and teach them the little bits of knowledge that they wouldn't pick up otherwise, and hoping to grow some new blood in the server for a while. That's about it for me. I don't I since about season 5, maybe even season 4, all I do is really play territory war, but I've kind of, with the creation of the house, come back to play more siege, ranked, everything else. Outside that, usually I'm playing other games, but yeah, here we are.
That's usually how it gets you, right? You think that you're done, and then you're not. So,
This game is Stockholm. This is like Stockholm syndrome incarnate. You think you're out and you're done with it, and then somehow it sinks its claws back into you. Or better yet, some of your friends convince you to try it again, and you get dragged back in.
yeah, I
So
just I just
we get
haven't been
done.
able to find anything like it. So it's like I think I'm gonna be a lifer. I think you guys are gonna find me in a retirement community playing this game.
Just make sure you find someone to push your wheelchair around.
Yep. By then it might be Cobra Commander. Well, he'll
Oh,
be a little younger than me, so he can push me
yeah,
around. He'd probably
have
push
a
me
little
off a
more
cliff,
funk in you.
show me how to be an old person
Yeah,
properly.
yeah. There you go.
Role models, man. They gotta push you literally.
Yes. Well, I mean, hey, what else? What else can you ask from him, right?
All right, are you aware with how we play the Conqueror's Throne game? I just accidentally
No,
clicked on a button for you.
no.
Okay, so if you're looking at the stream, there are 10 categories: House Origins, Leadership, Strategy, Diplomacy, Siege, Skill, Units and Meta, Fun, Rivalry, and Lore. You can choose one, and I'll click the little button, and then you'll get a random question from that topic. Kind of like Jeopardy.
Hey, you can go ahead and pick for me if you want, but I am fine with any question you want to ask.
All right,
I'm
audience, which
pretty,
one? Audience pick. Come on, let's go. First one
everyone
gets
that's
it.
dealt with me knows that I prefer transparency. So,
Let's go. One of you guys has to. There you go. Fun. All right, we're going fun.
all right, let's hear it.
What's the funniest thing you've ever seen happen in a siege?
Um, You know what? Since I think I just saw Eamon answer that, I think it may have been. I mean, yeah, there's a lot that you go back and we have clips from season 2 on the Capitol fights and stuff. Like we have all these clips, great moments, crazy things. But I think Death Guard might have pulled it off last season. Honestly, we were attacking them on Hidden City. I think it was Dianlu or whatever. I know they had like one place they were all season, and we were just thinking, oh well, we'll just get one more fight. Oh, there they are, get them! And we all just ran over there and just thought we would attack, and it went well. We took X, whatever. We're pushing home, and that tab left street to push into the hidden valley or the hidden city home point. We were getting ready to push, and we saw someone start to build a bombard, and we called it out, and we're like, okay, I guess we got to rotate. And then someone goes, surely they won't place it. Like, didn't, whatever. And I just told everyone, I don't know. It's the last war of the season. They might do something crazy here. And as we're about to rotate back in, they placed it. And I think something went wrong on their end because someone basically jumped in front of the projectile and blew up the bombard and their entire team on home point. And we just kind of, that feeling of just being like, oh, did that just happen? Like it was pretty it was something. I felt bad for him, but I mean, it was definitely memorable. We clipped that one quite a lot, and yeah, it reinforced our rule that we have always applied to our guys: never bring a bombard to territory where we don't let our guys bring them in, because that's what happens every time. It was a pretty crazy way to end the season to see a bombard shot like that.
Yeah, I accidentally blew up a friend last season doing the same thing. We placed it a little too close to a fence. Like, I mean, it was far enough away, but I guess it's not when the projectile renders. You know how, like, there's like 5 feet in front of the bombard is like null zone. It doesn't matter what's there; it'll fire through it. Well, that fence was just far enough, and literally, I was defending the breach wall. I run over there, like my friend put down the bombard. It's his only bombard he had. And I fire this thing, and it blows up me and my friend Karinka, like, instantly gibbed us. Blew a hole in our defense, and they just swept in and took it. It was like, oh god, ouch.
Like, well,
so I feel very targeted on this one. I feel very targeted.
Oh, hey, no more targeted than...
oh, man, I tell you what.
Seasons ago, okay?
We all have to learn that lesson. They give us bombards to know just how bad you can screw up.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy ones, like everything from like Lil Bull. He's a former member of Ico and Unbroken, but we have like videos of him dual wielding bombards on CC, just like running between the two, just going bam, 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 shooting the CC home, like the defender's home point, coming down those stairs. He's just dual wielding bombards, blasting away at it. It's like this good example. Only on this, like, only on this city in this case. Every other time it goes bad.
Yeah.
Something goes wrong with it.
I mean, the first time we fired a bombard, it went great. Like, we were sieging a village, and Westwag back in the day, we were crazy. We were ravenous when it came to villages. And this group had their whole turtle up on the final there, and we built the bombard. I guess they didn't see it or something, because they just stood there. And we fired it once, and it cleared off the entire final point. Like, one shot, like 9 kills. It was great. And that was the best time we ever had with the bombard, but that was the only good time I remember that we had a bombard, so...
Yeah, in West server, we had about the same thing where cohorts were defending Mongolia. We ended up actually holding it that season against the YT Alliance as cohorts, and so we technically won the season. That was cool, but I remember someone placing a bombard, and I was like, this is not a great idea. And sure enough, one of the enemy managed to climb the wall behind it and fired it into the team, and we lost the breach control over that one shot. But the last time I've seen bombards in heavy use again was on CC. It was probably, I can't remember what season it was. It was, I think, during one of the Shockers seasons or something. And they placed probably like 10 or 12 bombards, just different angles. There, it was like over by stables. Next thing they're on the wall. There were so many bombards being dropped that season, but it was a lot of fun. It definitely went better for anyone on attack on CC than basically every other case of bombard usage.
Sounds like it. All right, let's choose another one, guys. Which ones do you guys want? Choose a good one. Or I'm gonna randomly click if you guys. Okay, lore. We got lore.
Lore strategy rivalry. Oh boy.
If Conqueror's Blade added a mythic season, what faction theme would you want? Could be any fantasy or any universe.
Hopefully anything without magic. We already got plenty of, like, we already got zealots that somehow have flaming mauls, but I guess if there would be a season, it would be interesting to have like I and this is a multifaceted question because I mean the number one thing that Conqueror's players always needed has been advertising and ways to, hook in players from outside of it. If they could somehow hammer out a partnership like a co-op or a collaborated season with like I don't know, Warhammer Age of Sigmar or something. It could be interesting, but you'd have to really. It's hard because a lot of the units you'd see would be things that just would not be balanced in any other game mode. But it would be interesting to see like instead of a mythic season, like a mythic game mode that came around almost like ranked mode. And if we had just different tech trees to start working on for those of us that have been around a long time, so that like not just regular sieges, you'd have kind of a branch off that would happen for people to play, but it would also hook in different audiences.
Oh, I could see that. I've been from the get go saying that if this game ever had like a Warhammer season, I'd be all in. It's that
Oh,
would be heaven.
they would make so much money and they would just like bring in a whole new community. But again, like the big hook of this game is, the units, the different cultures that you've seen or civilizations, and keeping it kind of rooted in that in a theoretically like realistic combat. But I mean, if they did something like Warhammer, it'd have to be like a whole other playlist, because what would you do if a bunch of orc boys come in smashing through? It's like, oh, you're Star Wars, that's cool. Who cares? Corn berserkers?
Shopper
Well,
time.
why not? Like, it would just be, yeah, we would be nothing but a bunch of warg and all the humans dying. So it would have to be its own entire category, but it could be funny. Like, it would definitely pull in a lot of population that they need, but you know, I don't know how I said that.
All right, so let's go for another one. Let's go ahead and throw on strategy.
Oh boy.
What's the cleanest push you've ever executed, and why was it a success?
Well, I mean, the Bombard story is a pretty good example of a cleanest push because the other team nuked themselves. But let's see. I guess I think I saw this on. I shouldn't reference this because I feel bad for the guys, but I heard you on one of your previous interviews. You had Nutella waffles from Imperial Guard here, and I was watching the recording because I got to it later. But one of the things that he referenced was fighting on forts. And earlier this season, I feel kind of bad for the guys again. We were like finally got a chance to branch out of shock and do something different, right? And one of the things we did was we started to go up to Zwanwu with like 20 guys in case we got fielded. Just wanted to swing at something for an attack. And immediately Shotgun starts to get surrounded again. So most of our guys went back, but we left some of our veteran players at Zwanwu, the fort in the borderlands, to attack it. And we managed to take the fort from Imperial Guard in about, I think it was like 3 minutes. It was just, we were pretty well coordinated. We didn't have a shot caller, but all of us are from like, ICO, Unbroken, those communities that we just had basically those guys and the people that are directly learning from some of those guys in the 15-man. And we had just very quickly, like as we're loading in, decided a couple jobs where one guy loaded in with a war rocket, I loaded in with cannons. We broke it's a wall fort map, but we broke the gate and the breach at the exact same time and sent like 3 guys to the Tabrite supply. Myself with cavalry went straight to home. Like I immediately put away my cannons and took cavalry to home, while all the others went straight up to X. And since there was no resistance, we just left one guy defending X and immediately rotated everyone else back to the supply and then home. They didn't even get a chance to really defend it. I felt, like I said, I think they had some new players in there, and it, you know, their priorities weren't exactly straight. In that map is very attacker sided, but we just like it was rough. It was like a blitzkrieg attack because before they even knew what was happening, we were like the gate and the breach were down instantly. so they didn't really have any time to set up pre-artillery, and we were already capturing X and taking supply at the same time. And before they could really rotate to react, we were on home, and suddenly the defenders were the attackers trying to recapture control of home, and they couldn't in the time that it took for X to capture, and then home was an instant cap. So that was probably the cleanest push I've seen executed in a while. But you know, maybe it's just me being an old man, but I can't really remember that many seasons ago, like our pushes on different stuff in season 3 and 4. That's back when we had a little bit more organized of gameplay. So
Yeah. All right. So before we go too far, I wanted to ask you a little bit about tonight because you guys did some surprising things tonight. I mean, I did not expect that at all. So what compelled you guys to decide to play in the one zone that has the most heavy hitters all in one night? What happened? What convinced you guys to come over?
well, I mean, it's again a multifaceted problem because a lot of one of our biggest things with Warforged is that we are teaching a lot of new players. Like, and I'm talking like we're bringing last season into the capital fight against Durandon on CC. We only attacked 2 different days on CC. Ares did the rest of the attacks, but we had largely a lot of our guys were like level 200 or 300 and below. And so when we're in here, when we're in the Borderlands fight against Explicit and Imperial Guard and Warborn, we have a lot of the like that's the vast majority. Over half of our players are like level 300 and below, right? So their artillery pool is very limited. And that was the first thing was we were bleeding artillery at an alarming rate. We were using artillery on defending Shotgun, for example, on the level that you'd see in a capital. And so it was putting a pretty big artillery strain on the veteran players. And the new players simply didn't have that artillery stockpile to really rely on. So that was part of it, why we were like, okay, you know what, call it. But also, from a morale standpoint, we have a lot of new guys, again, that we were doing great. We defended Shotgun for a month. That's what we planned on, was just having fun and getting good fights for a while in the Borderlands, take Shock and make it kind of a little mini capital and have fun. And then we just went, you know what? They're not really learning anything else. Like the new guys weren't learning anything else on being on defense anymore. And we decided we wanted to go over to a different region for practicing attacks. When we discussed this with the allies, they largely agreed with us, Ares and Undying Wolves. But it was kind of up in the air whether we were going to go to Liang Yun or to Turlvaros. We know a lot of the people in cohorts though, and we know that we would like Ares specifically asked to fight Vanguard at some point in the season just because they wanted to fight them. Just for fun. Like it's purely for fun and looking for good territory war content. But that kind of swayed Warforged to go to the Ungabunga region. And it was just like, well, a lot of the guys in the cohorts are pretty strong, pretty solid players, even if it's chaotic. And it would be a really good way to initiate like training for our new guys, getting them to dip their toes in the attacking a Western city, or, just fighting on the attack instead of trying to barricade themselves down and use a bunch of artillery in defense. So that's the secondary motivation. And honestly, the last thing is a lot of us were just really bored. We had been fighting in the same city every single night of territory war, like for a month. Most of the veteran players were pretty bored of it. We saw some really good fights. Ragnarok really, like you could tell they were getting better and better every time they attacked, and they honestly had amazing showings. Every one of them, like Explicit, really, I will say Explicit had they're very good at learning. Like when they did something wrong, the very next attack they would fix it and they would come up with a new strategy that was effective. Warborn, same thing. We worked with them for a war and a half, and honestly, I think they learned a lot during that time. They were already good players, but they learned a lot during that time how to execute like really strong pushes and seize opportunities. So we saw a lot of great and evolving gameplay coming from them. But after a month, you kind of get tired of doing the same thing, so it's hard to convince veteran players to keep showing up every Tuesday and Saturday for the same battle every time. So we just took a swing at it and plan to set ourselves up tonight for more content in the coming weeks, just good fights and stuff.
Well, I have to say I was greatly pleased to see you guys make your way to the Ungavaria region. I was looking at cohorts. Pretty. I mean, they for a long time they've been beating on our doors, and it was rough, man. I mean, we're rolling pretty thin this season, so But it's always been good fights. But they love to come after us. Like they just love it.
Well, don't worry. Our alliance name this season is Tides of War, so it's not war crimes. So you don't have anything to worry about from us.
Yeah, well, we hope. We hope.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Let's be real. Let's be real. There's not many houses on this server that couldn't give us a bad day if they wanted to. It's only because people love us that we exist. So,
I've told you before. I think our first season we came up with I think our alliance name was Prometheus, and then after that, when we formed an alliance with Warriors and later Santa Cruz, we were called War Crimes because we knew we were coming after you at the end just to see if you guys would defend against us. And that happened. So sorry about that, but we're not named that this season, so don't worry. We don't want to pull that. Don't want to break any Geneva suggestions.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, this is a war game. I expect war to happen. But and sometimes we put up a good fight. There are sometimes we pull a rabbit out of the hat.
I fought you on some walls before with your poleaxe. I've seen you there.
It's always a good time. So if I'm not the worst player, I'm happy.
Hey, guys, set that bar somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where to set
so
it,
I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the guy that's in last place because you pick me up. You lift up my spirits. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway, I'd say you probably have a full schedule so you can get to the rest of the week.
Yeah, I've got your time at an expire here, so I must say farewell. But thank you so much for joining us. We will probably circle back around at a later date, get you back on here, hear some more stories. It's been fun, so thank you so much.
Yep, no problem. Next time I'll drag someone else in here to spice it up a little. Have a good night, Fog.
Have a good one. Next up, we have E-Man and Friends. 1 second. Welcome, everybody. If you got Discord or the stream on, go ahead and mute it.
I want to hear your voice twice, Fog.
In stereo. All right, so.
Hello.
We got a few people here. We got E-Man, we got Milk, we got Daring Nut. Why don't you guys all take one at a time, introduce yourself a little bit.
You go first, E-Man.
I'm Master Eben. I'm the Liege of Death Guard. Here to have fun and fucking apparently fight everyone on the server.
Well, that happens. It definitely happens. So.
Oof.
All right, Daring, go ahead.
Want to go next, Bird? Oh, all right. I'm Daring Nut. Been playing since season 5 or 6. Just here to have fun and play some CB, get some good fights, enjoy myself.
All right, and Milk.
What's up, guys? I'm Milk. I started back in season 2 and have quit this game 6 times, and apparently I just keep coming back. It's an awful idea, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's that kind of girlfriend, man. You just keep coming back. You just can't stay away. That's what it is. All right, so walk me through. E-Man, you gotta walk me through tonight. What all went down over there? I blinked my eye and things had changed. What happened over there?
So things kind of just started like a regular day. You wake up, You drink your coffee, you show up the territory war, you expect to fight people on your borders, except we had 7 houses decide that our borders didn't exist and just wanted to drop into our back line. So, right off the bat, a couple of villages lit up in the Gouda area, and we went and we fought those, deflected that. Then everything lit up, and we were like, oh, this is a lot of stuff and a lot more players than we have on deck. So we spread out as much as we could. We defended for a while. At some point in time, we just realized that the amount of people backcapping and the amount of people just pushing into us was overwhelming. So we were like, well, the main force here that we're fighting right now is High Council, so we're just gonna full send into that and get into their back pocket and see if we can spread the joy, which we successfully did. We fought our way from Healy all the way to Luge, won some fights, lost some fights, and ended up in the pocket as intended. We love you, Brazil, and we're very sorry about what happened back there.
Well, you got the best seat in the house when it comes to luge, man. That's a pretty fun fief. You can see the entire region from there.
It's awesome.
But it's kind of
I'm
a
gonna
far
spread
walk
apart.
to
It's gonna be
anything.
from north.
Yeah, getting your units there is going to be tough unless you make Luge your home. And if you make Luge your home, you're always at risk. So
We did it with
Hey, if you
Renland.
got-
Yep. At Magoo, I'm pretty sure you guys did it at Magoo.
Yeah, we had 14 wars where we sat in Magoo, and it was nail biting every single time.
I'm pretty sure that was when I first was introduced to Death Guard. Was you guys came up and hit us? I'm not sure if you were in charge at the time, but Death Guard came up and poked us, and we went down and took Magoo, and it was like all hell broke loose. Like it was like we did war crimes or something. Like we were being fielded for like a week after. It was like the worst thing in the world. We're like, damn, just give the feet back already. That was insanity. I'm like, dude, this is mad respect. When you have that much love for a fief, you should absolutely, I don't know, put your camp there, call it your home, slap that thing down, don't let anybody in. That was beautiful.
If you go through the message board in Magoo, we have 2 players who have decreed that it is their home, and 1 player in real life who actually has a knighthood with Magoo as his location.
Nice.
Yeah. So we are officially knighted of Magoo. So
there you go.
We will die for that fief randomly.
Hey, you gotta have some fun in life, I called Westweg home for 3 seasons, and until Cobra Commander came and evicted me. And that was fun. I mean, in all honesty, that was good times. I learned so much in season 4. I swear that was a season that literally made me like this game so much. So, all right. So jumping on in, we don't have all night, and I definitely want to get through some topics here. So you guys are aware of Conqueror's Throne. You choose a topic, we slap that button, and we see what question comes up. There are over 100 questions in the list, so who knows what could pop up.
I've talked the most, so I'm going to give it to Milk. Milk, you go ahead.
We'll go with fun.
All right, if you could add one feature to Conqueror's Blade, what would it be?
Oh,
That's a tough one. So many ideas flood to mind.
I'm not sure how it would be, but like a different kind of open world combat. Not like for PvE, because the PvE kind of sucks in this game.
The thing that I don't understand is when this game launched, there was more PvE than there was PvP. Like, there was more things you could do on the PvE side than you can do on the PvP side. And as time progressed, they thinned out. They kept taking stuff away. They just keep taking things away, and that's never a good sign. Like, they gotta give us some stuff back. Like, taking expeditions away, taking away the original rebel camps that you can do at any time. Those were even fun to solo occasionally. But, yeah, I definitely think that the open world needs a little bit of a revamp. I think there needs to be a reason to be in the open world during non-TW times.
Hey, I watch movies and farm. That's what I do. In the
Yeah,
open
that's
world.
me. Fief, I work in Fief Quest at the same time, so that's life. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Daring. Daring, which one do you want?
Let's do strategy.
All right. What is the one mistake you see players make most often that loses them a siege?
For me, what I think it is definitely going to be flanks, not using like your angles enough, especially in like a T-dub setting. You know, just watching Cav charge straight into pikes when there's an open lane that can get you behind and just massacre the enemy. That is something that kills me. I mean, there's definitely like Cav units that can take a head-on charge, but just watching Cav that can't, but it could do damage if it just wrapped around and hit. That is something that I think can lose a lot of fights because you're just throwing away a unit at that point.
Yeah, I get you there. All right, man, you're up.
Everyone always laughs at me and bugs me about this, so I'm gonna go with diplomacy.
Without naming names, what's the funniest reason you ever had drama start? Good God, this is not the question to give you. Even no. How did you get this question?
Rivalry for this exact purpose.
You rigged my system.
I avoided rivalry for this purpose. Okay, so I guess I have to answer. So the funniest reason would be I gave you one chance, I gave you two chances. I let you join a small house alliance. I let you constantly work with people. And every single chance you've been given, the second you're not doing better than everyone else in the coalition, the alliance, or whatever group, you backstab everyone and you're just a cunt.
Oh no.
Harsh words, but them's the truths. I love everyone. Sorry if it hurt.
All right, next question. Save me. Milk, you're up again. Choose something like fun again.
All right, we're going for units and meta. Oh,
All right, units and meta. What unit do you personally love, even if it isn't in meta?
doesn't matter what weapon I'm playing or anything else. I am a diehard PG fan. Love PGs. They're not always great, but when you build them tank, they can eat so much. I love it.
All right, for those new players out there, what is a PG?
Palace guards.
There
It's
you
in
go.
your unit tree. Get it, level it, master it.
They're a sleeper unit for sure. Like a lot of people sleep on them, and they're a lot of fun actually. They're one of the only units that can stop a slow walk. I don't know if people knew that, but when you do the little brace thing, those spikes will walk into the shield and stop. They'll stop. Dead in their tracks.
They
All right, let's go ahead and go on back. Daring, what's your next question?
We'll lighten it up and go with fun.
I'm having fun.
What is the most Conqueror's Blade moment you've ever experienced?
Most Conqueror's Blade moment I've ever experienced. So I got two. I'll make them quick though. One time I was playing a siege, back to the bombard thing, and my buddy shot a bombard and it launched a character up into the sky about 1,000 feet, which was hilarious. And the other one was brought up on stream already, is when one of our members dropped a bombard in a siege and blew up half of our team.
Yeah.
TW.
That was us.
Nobody forgets those
That
moments.
was us.
Nobody forgets those moments. I swear we've all done it. I swear we've had to all do it.
We all remember him building it, and we're like, "You're not actually going to drop that, is it?" And he's like, "It's the last war of the season. It's the season where everyone got the party bombards."
Oh, the party bombard, yep.
Yeah, so he dropped it, and we're like, "Oh my goodness, he just dropped that." And we're like, "All right, guys, don't let him get the bombard," and he got us. So Moxie, if you could send us that clip, that'd be hilarious.
Damn.
Much appreciated.
We
There's-
appreciate you not selling us out for that. That was great.
That's great. All right, so we got
Well,
both halves of the
moment,
story
though.
tonight. Nice. All right, E-Man, you're up. Pick something not rivalry related.
Leadership. I tried, I swear. Go with leadership. I swear to God it's gonna happen.
What made you want to become a leader instead of just being a member?
Ooh, so this is it doesn't matter what game I play, this is what I do. Whether I play Eve, whether I played New World, whatever I play, I usually start my own house and kind of just do whatever it is that the game is. This is the first game that I've super incredibly strong committed to. We're not going to talk about Eve because that was just a nightmare for everyone else. But yeah, no, we started off, it was me and a couple friends. We were just fooling around, having a good time. And as some people started to get more serious, we started to meet more people, and the group just expanded so fucking fast. And oh my lord, now we're all like a big community of friends that just come around and play everything under the sun. But if it wasn't for the intertwining of like Nightmare and us, and then like catching one of the biggest influences that I would have loved to bring on stream for Death Guard would definitely be Cronite. Call out to you, Cronite. He's military bound, so he's often out doing his thing, but
Yep.
he keeps me refreshed a lot of the time. Him and Milk are the only reason that I have not hit the burnout wall. It's a lot of it is the stress of TWs, because now that I know how fun they are and have been doing them for how long, it's exhilarating. But yeah, it's the fun, the hype, the battles, and occasionally beating down people who need the beatdowns.
Indeed.
But no, just getting people together.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and give Milk one last question before we say farewell. Go for it, Milk.
We'll do something I don't have. Skill.
If you could teach one lesson to your whole house instantly, what would it be?
Beef quests aren't a bad thing.
Gosh, I would love it if more people would practice that. This brings me to another question, Master Eamon. What is up with nobody upgrading anything in Ungaveria? I mean not Ungaveria, but Liang Yun. Like,
Okay, so
what's going on over there?
Strategic. There's a strategy to it. Go hit other people. Our stuff's not leveled. We have enough enemies. We don't want to level up things and bring more enemies here. We have enough people scratching at our scraps, let alone the people who want to come take our like kitchen table.
But you know that somebody, if they want to siege Daichang right now, they need over half of the region. Whoever's gonna
so now all
assault...
the endgame houses need to come and actually upgrade and farm this area and leave the other regions alone for a real long time.
It's gonna be a massacre out there. My God, it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, we got all the seals in the same region, and we're waiting for you guys to come club us because we know it's a coming.
Man,
anyone who doesn't know it's a coming,
yeah, you can't have that many level 1 properties and think that you're gonna be fine when it's the capital showdown. I mean, they can't just take towns, they gotta take villages too. It's gonna be so bad. 4,000 points worth of that lane, and there's like 6,000 total for the entire region. It's like, Jesus. So yeah. Alright, well I look forward to that.
Chose a different region to level, so like,
yeah,
kind of just took the opportunity.
Well, you guys are overachievers for sure. Teach people about fief quests, damn
it. I try my best, Fogged.
Well, I appreciate you. At least there's one of you doing fief quests.
Oh.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This was E-Man and Death Guard. We had Milk and Daring Nut. Thank you guys all for joining me. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. You know, please don't murder us in Hibernia. We love you guys, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Love you, Fog.
Fog.
You have a good night, and thanks for having
Good
us.
to see you.
Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on out here. All right. Next up, we're going to take a look at that prosperity. Speaking of prosperity, check this out. We have Ungaveria on the verge of Tier 4. A couple more upgrades, and this thing will be Tier 4. 86% free houses, 14% legions, 15,950 regional prosperity, 13 towns, 4 forts, and 20 villages in play. If you're looking for that top 5, we have warriors up top dominating the pack with 17,250. Quite a considerable lead over second place, Vanguard, 9,450. Right on their heels, we have Forbidden City with 9,250. Then Spartans with 8,900. And then Supply Watchers with 7,650. Over in the Renowned Builder category, we have Warriors with 750. Gaiscioch second place with 450. Lawless with 200, Gaiscioch with 150, and Forbidden City with 150. As for the most prestigious stronghold in the land, Horka has hit rank 7. The first fief in the world to hit rank 7 this season. So congratulations to the Horka folk. Top flourishing village, we have 2 rank 4s, Brina and Reseji. Moving on over to our war map. Check this out. This was almost all cohorts on the east to start. And look what happened. Half of Brainstorm still has a considerable chunk of land, 5,400. They are very much consolidating their efforts and focusing on the stuff that's important. We have Tides of War moved in territory. They decided to take Merharak in the northeast, 3,050. Hibernia just chilling in the middle of all this with 2,700. Still fighting cohort quite ruthlessly, and they've been giving us a good run for our money. Independence, Verona, and then Vaseji, Tabravar, they have 1,950. Cohorts now have Overos, Sovica, Zlamlablek, and Vajka and Tvast. Yeah, I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. 1,350 points on the board there. We have Brotherhood with 2 very important properties. Those are some key properties that can be upgraded. They need more properties if they want to siege that capital, though, and they got to pass half a brain cell somehow if they want that ruling house. Which is going to be a hard ask with them having a rank 7 on their hands already. Alright, so looking at the kingdom changes tonight. Warforged gains 7. Forbidden City with 2. Durandon with 1. Airways with 1. Undying Wolves with 2. Spartans with 1. Midway Kings with 1. The Watch with 1. And Supply Watchers with 1. Looking at the house, we have Regional Dukes, Warriors up top, 3,300. Then we have Regional Barons with Warforged, Supply Watchers, Forbidden City, and Gaiscioch. Regional Stewards include Spartans, Order of Valor, Vanguard, Undying Wolves, Gaiscioch, Ares, Midway Kings, The Watch, and Durandon. Alright, looking at the war for Ungaveria, we have a 3-way race right now between Half a Brain Cell, Tides of War, and Hibernia. We know who's not going. Yep, that's us. Alright, let's look at the Borderlands. We have 100% free houses. Now, things got very violent out there tonight. 18,000 total regional prosperity, 17 towns, 4 forts, 34 villages. It is a prosperity tier 3. Things are so active over here that it spilled over into Liang Yun. Yeah, it was crazy. So, Explicit leads the pack with 17,900. Warborn with 15,150. Imperial Guard with 14,750. Asado with 9,750. Soda's Tavern with 9,550. Top renowned builders go to Imperial Guard with 800, Lawless with 300, Soda's Tavern with 300, Undying Wolves with 300, and the Originals with 200. Top prestigious stronghold is Shotgun at rank 6. Top flourishing village is all of them at rank 1. Looking at the north end, this is what became of the north. We have Ragnarok with a flat 9,000. Just in the north. 9,000 in the north. Independence had 900. Then we had Defiance chilling up in that northeast corner, 750. Looking at the south, Ragnarok has 4,500 down here. New World Order, 2,400. They are the next closest to the highest rank in the Borderlands, 2,400. Revenant, still over at Hebo and Harai with 300. And then Blue World Order made their mark on the map yet again with 150. Take a look at the kingdom changes. We saw Warborn gain 5, Explicit with 3, BWO with 1, Imperial Guard with 3. Looking at the houses of the region, we have explicit Imperial Guard and Warborn acting as your dukes. Regional barons include Lawless. Regional stewards include Black Templars, Asado, Regulators, Lestita, Robber Barons, Vigilantes, BWO, and Explicit. As for the race for the Conqueror City, right now Ragnarok has it in the bag. Nobody's even close to contending. Next up, Liangyun. This region got hot. Really hot. 100% free houses, 0% legion. 11,700 regional prosperity. It is 11 towns, 1 fort, and 31 villages. It is a prosperity tier of 1. Look at these sad peasants, man. They are so sad. Nobody cares for them. Nobody's upgraded anything. Nobody's done any fief quests. Look at that. Renown builders is 0. Nobody has positive renown in this region. Top 5 seasonal landowners. Brazil, 24,765. That's quite a feat, with the understanding that there's nothing above rank 3. I think rank 3 is the highest ranked thing in the whole region. Everything else is level 1. So congratulations to Brazil there. That is a good mark that you put on the world. Homegrown, 11,700. Here with 10,920. Speak, 9,360. And Death Guard with 8,775. Looking at the prestigious strongholds, there is a rank 3 Yunsin at the south end over there, I believe, right? Yeah, I think so. No, that one's the north one. I don't even know. Wherever Death Guard is, that's the property that's been upgraded. Then we have flourishing villages, Mari and Luxing. The only reason those two are rank 2 is because they can't be taken and they can't downgrade. Those are the two that are locked to the capital. They can't upgrade, can't downgrade. So those are going to be at least rank 2. They can't do anything else. All right, so let's look at that war map. The High Council still dominates in the west. They did have a little slice of pie taken from them by Chaos Undivided. They got Luge and Meng and Shanlu over there, along with the stuff that they have over in the east. The High Council still 4,290 points versus Chaos Undivided's 2,730. No Evil swept up and took over a bunch of land tonight. They were locked into one property, and now they've got quite a slice of pie, 1,950. Ragnarok got bored and came over here and managed to take over some key properties, Godoa and Gaoqing, 1,170. We have Revenant with 585, taking up that north, good old stomping ground Guangdong. True fact of history here, Guangdong was upgraded in Season 6 by Gaiscioch to rank 8. It became the first village in the game to hit rank 8. That's a very important village. Why? Because it takes so damn long to get there. It's the most annoying fief to travel to. Let me tell you. No matter which way you go, it's going to be a long walk. So, then you got Hello Kings right there in the center, 390. Independence also in the center at Heian and Danlu at 390. And then Deliverance snagged up Yumi with 195. Looking at the changes tonight, all kinds of things changing. Here got 4. Imperial Guard with 3. Reborn with 3. Speak with 3. Vigilantes with 3. Brazil with 2. Death Guard with 2. The Shadow Army with 2. Wait and Salt with 1. So does Tavern with 1. Retro with 1. And Homegrown with 1. Looking at the region of Liangyun's, the houses, we have 5 barons. Homegrown, Reborn, Brazil, Death Guard, Imperial Guard. Regional stewards include Here, Speak, Vigilantes, Shadow Army, Soda's Tavern, Wait and Salt, and Retro. Hey, somebody just upgraded Mingyu. Breaking news. Mingyu has been upgraded. There is one town in all of Liangyun that has been upgraded. Congratulations, guys. So, the race for Liangyun's capital. 4,290 by the High Council. They have enough land right now. They own 50% or more of the entire region. And they just barely qualify. So that gives you an idea of what it's going to take to qualify. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at that realm economy real quick. Lots of upgrades today. Zanwu with 4. Jindai with 2. Hosferosa with 5. Hatvan with 4. Barun with 2, Fujian with 4, and Kochi with 3. As for downgrades, poor little Gat, my baby Gat. We got distracted, lost sight of what mattered. Gat fell, got downgraded. We managed to get back in the end, but poor little guy. All right, going to the top phase, we have a rank 7 on the board now. That's right, if you are part of Half a Brain Cell or friendly to Half a Brain Cell and they let you win, you might actually be able to craft some siege. Rank 6, Shotgun. Rank 5, we got a whole bunch. We had like 2, and now we got a bunch. We got Tabervar, Vaseji, Hosforosa, Kirivalenka, Radarvar, and Sobek, all of which are rank 5 now. Looking at the top builders, Imperial Guards leading the pack with 800, Warriors with 750, Lawless with 500, Gaiscioch with 450, Undying Wolves with 300, so does Tavern 300, Regulators with 200, Forbidden City 150, Gaiscioch 150, and Ares 150. Looking at the unit kit crafting scene, it's gotten a little bigger. You have Shotgun now, which has 5 gold kits. Believe it or not, 5 gold kits that can craft over there. That is quite the little property. We also have Horica with 2 gold kits. Then we have a bunch of purple kits at Hosforosa, Kirivalenka, Radarvar, and Sobek. If you're looking for cheap kits, the Kriegsbrüder kits is the one that you want to craft. If you're looking for cheap gold kits, I would say go buy them. You can buy them for much cheaper than you can make them. If you go to any of the Borderlands trade colonies, they sell the Rat Ranger kit for like 2,300 each. Way cheaper that way. Alright, so let's take a look at the Siege crafting world. Look at that. Horica brings with it the optimal Watch Air Launcher and the optimal Mortar. So, if you can get in there, you can craft 2 purple Sieges. Congratulations, guys. Now, if you're still haven't done your fief quest with this week, what's wrong with you? First. Second, Horica, 10 rare Rebel Cavalry kits for 4,200. You can take over your 1 epic artillery to Shotgun, Kirivalenka, Tizum, Soltivar, or Hosforosa for 660 on it, if any of those aren't maxed out by now. And then Horica has the 100 regional exotics for 280 if you're still grinding house EXP. Next up, the house rankings. New houses, we didn't see any new ones, we saw some returning ones, so that was nice. Looking at houses by level, we have 20 level 7s, 11 level 6s, and 5 level 5s. Looking at population changes, Warborn gained 14, Warforged with 5, population declines, Weight and Salt lost 23, Death Guard lost 8, and Retro lost 7. As for prestige changes, Imperial Guard gained 2,820, Explicit with 2,250, Warborn 2,100, Forbidden City 1,650, Warforged 1,400, Speak with 975, Death Guard 390, Here 390, Supply Watchers 300, and Eye Spartans with 300. As for prestige losses, Brazil lost 2,535, Warriors lost 1,350, Vanguard with 1,050, Regulators 750, Black Templars was 750, Asado was 600, Lawless 600, Reborn 585, Homegrown 585, and Ares with 300. Looking at the top houses, we have Imperial Guard of Ragnarok with 5,820 prestige, Alfresco Hotshot is the liege with 15,920 seasonal claim. Second place, we have Explicit with Ragnarok, 5,250 prestige. Shiamazu Toisha is the liege with 17,900 seasonal claim. Third place is Warborn of Ragnarok, 3,600 prestige. Uncle Blowfish is the liege with 15,150. Fourth place is Warriors of Half a Brain Cell, 3,300 prestige. Yada's the liege, 17,250 seasonal claim. Fifth place is Homegrown of the High Council, 2,730 prestige, with Yorleaf as the liege, 12,600 seasonal claim. Sixth place is Warforged with Tides of War, 2,150. Moxie Moon is the liege with 8,900 seasonal claim. Seventh place, the Supply Watchers of Half a Brain Cell with 1,950 prestige. White Wing is the liege. 7,650 is the seasonal claim. Forbidden City in 8th with 1,800 prestige. Amnixus is the liege with 9,700 seasonal claim. Ninth place is Reborn of the High Council, 1,560 prestige with Ray Ray leading. 7,350 seasonal claim. And 10th place, we have Gaiscioch, 1,550 prestige. Alios is liege with 7,300 seasonal claim. Brings us around to our top 30. There you are. Take a look. Take a picture. Send it to your friends. Put it on your Facebook. Let people know to turn in the war report each week. All right. Let's go on over to the Alliance rankings. Free agents. We have Forbidden City, Asado, Shadow Army, The Watch, and Explicit all on the table up for grabs for anyone needing a house. All right. Looking at the Alliance changes, we saw Disciples leave Brotherhood. We saw the Fury depart the Deuce Volt. Looking at prestige gains, Ragnarok gained 7,170 in one night. That was a big win, guys. 14,670 points. That's prestige. That's insane. Ties of War, 1,400. No Evil with 1,365. Hallowed Kings, 390. Revenant with 195. Blue World Order, 150. Deuce Volt with 150. And Deliverance with 45. Looking at those prestige losses, Chaos Undivided lost 2,145. New World Order 2,100. The High Council 1,170. Half a Brain Cell with 900. Brotherhood with 750. And Hibernia with 200. Our top 10 tonight is Ragnarok, 14,670 prestige, 48,970 seasonal acclaim, with Warborn, Imperial Guard, and Explicit making up this alliance. Second place, we have Half a Brain Cell, 5,400 prestige, 26,250 seasonal acclaim, with Supply Watchers, Warriors, and Durandon. Third place, we have the High Council with 4,200 and Reborn. Fourth place is Tides of War with 3,050 prestige, 20,150 seasonal claim with Warforged, Undying Wolves, and Ares. Fifth place is Chaos Undivided, 2,730 prestige, 33,930 seasonal claim with Death Guard, Brazil, and Old Guard. Sixth place, we have Hibernia with 2,700 prestige, 14,500 seasonal claim with Gaiscioch Dub and Order of Valor. Seventh place, we have New World Order with 2,400 prestige, 18,975 seasonal claim with Regulators, Lawless, and Black Templars. Eighth place, we have No Evil, 1,950 prestige, 20,670 seasonal claim with Speak, Hear, and See. Ninth place, we have Brotherhood with 1,350 prestige, 18,350 seasonal claim with Vanguard and Ice Spartans. 10th place is Revenant with 885 prestige, 3,625 seasonal claim with Valkyries and Vigilantes. That brings us around to our seasonal claim board. There you are. Our top four are Ragnarok with 37,370, Half a Brain Cell with 25,050, Chaos Undivided with third place with 24,765, and Brotherhood with 22,800. Looking at those historical houses, Vanguard still leading the pack, 627,000. Homegrown in second with 331,000. Gaiscioch in third with 284,000. Durandon, oh my god, you guys are so close. 271,255. They are literally 20 points away. No, sorry. My math's bad. 20 and change. They need another couple hundred. But, you know, they're close. They're going to pass it. I guarantee you, this season they are going to pass it. Black Templars, 8th place, 217,000. Warriors, 188,000. They're just 2,000 away from passing Atlas there. Warforged, racing up this board. They are definitely going to pass Monarch next war if they continue at this rate. Vigilantes is also coming up pretty quick, so they should be probably passing Monarch here. Undying Wolves will definitely be moving up next week. So we're going to see a lot of movement in that second column there. We might see a new top 10 entrance here within the next week or so. So definitely look forward to that. Going to have a lot of movement there. As for alliances, Hibernia 741,000. That's just endurance. The High Council 436,000. Deuce Volt 366,000. You got a ways to go. Revenant all the way up to 7th with 248,000. No Evil is ready to take their spot on the top 10. They are getting really close, and if they continue at this course, they're going to get there. Ties of War also racing up this board pretty quickly. 147,000 in 12th. 141,000 with New World Order. Ragnarok is at an alarming pace and should be able to, I mean, at 14,000 every war, they're going to be up in the top 15 within another war or two. So they'll be up there, no doubt. So we're going to see a lot of movement on that left side of the board this season. Looking at the renowned builders, people got to do fief quests, so we know nobody in Liang Yun is going to get there. But Gaiscioch is still 12,000. We have Vanguard in third, 6,190. Gaiscioch with 4,550. Durandon with 4,075. Homegrown with 3,585. Midway Kings 3,290. And Warriors in ninth with 2,830. As for alliances, Hibernia 24,815, Deuce Volt 6,315, the High Council 4,330. We now have several houses or alliances on the board on the right side. Ragnarok 1,950, New World Order 1,695, and Half a Brain Soul with 1,440. Now there is one upside. In Liang Yun, with nothing upgraded, it's super easy to upgrade stuff. So somebody could cash out on that board and really race up this board. Now, looking at the Morgue, the originals is up there, 2,450. I thought they might be coming back, but I don't know. The Dark Knight hasn't been seen recently. I'm hoping they're still out there playing. Old Guard, 390. C is definitely still active, but they haven't taken over any land in a couple weeks. And Mortality, Corsair, and Valkyries also on that board. As for alliances, we have two currently. Guardian Knight with 7,750 and Kingsguard with 5,000. Now that brings us around to the close of our show. If you have not seen, go on over to the gsch.info/war report. You can learn more about the stream, check out past episodes, including last week's interview with LK and company. And I will be looking for some new interviews for next Saturday. So if you want to get interviewed, please reach out to me. I'd love to have you on the stream. Be a lot of fun. We can ask questions, we can play games, whatever. It's going to be fun. In any case, I will see you later. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.
I don't hear the war tonight. I feel it. I watch the banners folding Liang Yun rain. 50 houses holding on to names. Addiction waits like it always knew. Every crown costs more than you choose. I try to stand where the brave don't shake. Try to believe what the fire would take. Roses in my hands, thorns in my skin. I didn't know how deep this goes within. Every promise feels heavier now when the walls come down. Say
What the heck?
It's raiding Will Dog. What the hell?
Dog, you just got
Wait, what?
He's raiding you, dude.
fuck just ran your ass.
He's raiding you right now, bro.
Oh my
Says
god!
you were the, He's raiding you, dude. He's raiding you right now, bro. Says you
Thanks for the pause.